My name is Jeffrey Cohn. My job is Associate Attorney at Scott DePaul and Associates in Chicago. What I do generally is immigration law, family-based immigration law and removal defense, including expanding into non-immigrant visas and business or employment-based immigration law. In law school, it's focused on teaching you the law in English. In reality, you have to be able to explain the law in practice to your clients in a way that they understand in their native language. I treat everyone's case, or I try to treat their case like it's my case. What I mean by that is I try to put myself in their shoes and think about what if this was my life. To summarize of what the Vincentian mission means to me and how I put that into daily practice is St. Vincent de Paul is the patron saint of charity and education. So to me, it means in terms of education, helping inform our clients and the support staff here what the law is, so we all make informed decisions about our lives and our families. In terms of charity, I do pro bono cases, which we're not charging a legal fee, including asylum cases. I have multiple pro bono cases. Charity is a big part of my faith as well, my culture, and how that ties into education. We want to be charitable in helping others with our good deeds. My great-grandfather, who came here as a religious refugee, as a 7-year-old boy, an unaccompanied minor, you fast forward to about 100 years later, and unaccompanied minors are in the news and how we've treated them and separating them from their mothers and their families at the border. And I think back to about 100 years ago and what would have happened if my great-grandfather wasn't allowed here, wasn't welcomed in with open arms. Maybe I wouldn't be here telling my story. Further, both sides of my family have been in Chicago for about 100 years, and Chicago has a great storied past of immigrant communities. We have a client who's come with me from a few law firms where he was detained for about a half a year in immigration custody. We won a very complex case. I have a picture in my office of the day he was released from custody, and the photograph of myself shaking his hand and all his family's in the background, and just the look of happiness on his face and appreciation in that moment when we're shaking hands. There is little victories every day, but a lot of the big ones are in the immigration court and the removal defense setting. Advocacy means fighting for your client to me, and it means saying and doing everything permissible within the confines of the law to give your client the best chance with what they're seeking and or to win their case or keep their green card or stay here in the country. The advice I'd give to somebody hoping to enter this field is if you have a foreign language skill, perhaps in junior high to high school, for example, hold on to those skills. It's a different audience in reality and practice. You have the immigration judge or the government attorney, so you need to know your audience and have a proper tone in terms of your advocacy, how aggressive or assertive you are, and tailor your argument and your words accordingly. And to make them feel comfortable here in America and as immigrants. That's what this country is all about.